Welcome back to New Day Northwest. The Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade has raised fears that it could have unintended consequences that have nothing to do with abortion. I spoke with Dr. Lora Shahine, a local fertility doctor, about the impact of the decision on people looking to get pregnant and the clinics providing services to help them.
I've been really wanting to get your initial reaction to the overturning of Roe v. Wade and the potential impact it has on your fertility patients, because I don't think people realize that it does, right?
I knew this was coming for a long time, so I wasn't surprised, but I was still shocked. I mean, it honestly just feels like a gut punch. I mean, it really is the first time that the Supreme Court has taken away a right as opposed to making a ruling that protects rights. And just the fact that my whole career has been dedicated to helping people during their reproductive years and a lot of people with uteruses, it's just really still very shocking. I know it's going to be okay in the long run, but we got a long, long process ahead of us.
Right. So what does limiting access to abortion have to do with IVF and helping people build families?
Right. So, yeah, I am a reproductive endocrinologist. I help people through miscarriage, through IVF and fertility treatments. And so I'm helping people that need care in the first trimester. And so limiting access to some care, which, the word abortion does not mean what it has turned into. It's a medical term, which means, the termination of a pregnancy has nothing to do with intent. So I help people with miscarriages, which is technically an abortion. And so limiting access to medications that can help them safely recover from a pregnancy loss and then move on to build their family is really important.
I do have a friend who had a pregnancy that they knew was not going to be successful, and it was going to be incredibly painful. And she had to make a tough decision. If something's not done, I guess, could it lead to greater harm and impact on her uterus?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things that people don't realize is this kind of birth at any cost can actually really do harm to people that are trying to build their families. There are times where people are pregnant with a baby with multiple anomalies that is just not going to make it to term, or if it is delivered, it's not going to live for very long. And asking someone to carry this pregnancy until term, go through the labor and delivery process, maybe even a C-section, not only is it impacting mental health and emotional wellness, but there's complications in delivery that might impact somebody's ability to have a future child. And so putting that decision on someone else and not allowing them to think through the different options to decrease the time to adding to their family or decreasing the risk of pregnancy. I think people think that pregnancy is, I hate the word natural and healthy and beautiful. Pregnancy is risky and, things can happen. And so these people have to be able to have discussions and make decisions with their doctors who understand the options and the outcomes that are potential.
And there is yet another piece to this equation coming up, the second part of my conversation with Dr. Shahine about what are called fetal personhood laws and how that could drastically change the future of IVF. We'll be right back.